It was Halloween night, and the air was filled with excitement as my friends and I got ready to go trick-or-treating. We had our costumes on, and our bags were empty, ready to be filled with candy. I was a ninja, and my friends were a witch, a ghost, and a pirate. As we walked through the dark, eerie streets, the sun began to cast long, creepy shadows. Houses were decorated with pumpkins, cobwebs, and skeletons, and we could hear the distant sound of spooky music coming from one of the houses in our neighborhood. All in all, it was a perfect Halloween night. After we'd been trick-or-treating for probably around 30 minutes, we came to a house that was dimly lit, and the man at the door was wearing a tattered, old clown costume. We noticed he had a crooked smile and handed out candy with a rusty metal bucket. My pirate friend was the first to get candy from him, but as she reached for a candy bar, she suddenly froze and whispered, "Hey, isn't that the guy from the news?" The rest of us squinted at the man and realized that he did look familiar. Then we remembered seeing his face on TV. He was wanted for kidnapping children. Fear gripped our hearts, and we knew we had to get out of there fast. Without a word, we all turned and sprinted away from the house. The man in the clown costume shouted something, but we didn't stop to listen. Our adrenaline was pumping as we ran back through the streets towards one of my friend's houses, our costumes flapping behind us like capes. Finally, we reached our friend's house, and when we opened the door, her mom was shocked to hear what had just happened. We came in and she dialed 911 immediately and had us get on the phone and explain what happened. The police told us to stay there and wait for them to arrive. When the officers got to us, we described the house where the creepy clown was standing in the doorway. The police then walked over, and as we learned later, he was in fact the kidnapper. I think at that point, when parents started to see the cop cars light up, they informally decided that trick-or-treating was over. Not that it made much of a difference, because it was getting pretty late anyway. Eventually our moms came over and picked the rest of our friend group up, and they were terrified and just glad that we were safe. When we thought about this, our hearts raced as we realized just how close we had come to danger. We had trusted the candy he was giving out, but our instincts had saved us. Because the police were able to arrest the man, we felt a sense of both relief and accomplishment. We had helped catch a criminal, and in the process, made our Halloween night one we would never forget. As we continued our trick-or-treating in the following years, we couldn't help but look over our shoulders, still feeling the chills from our encounter with the man in the clown costume. There was now a genuine sense of fear with Halloween, and we would always remember that night.